Morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. Welcome back, or if you are a new viewer or listener, I'm happy to have you. Today, I'm going to be talking about the silent majority and beyond the rhetoric. As many know, based on social media, based on the media, and also politics, as a nation, we're so very divided, and there's so much anger. There's a lot of anger, even hatred, divisiveness, and also negativity. And as a member of the silent majority, I consider myself one of them. I feel voiceless. I feel frustrated with the chaos around me. And trying to and identify or define the silent majority, I would say maybe they are centrists, or they're conservative or liberal moderates. And again, this is not a political show, and I never really emphasize a political party, a certain candidate. I don't necessarily address the issues related to politics. But looking at the silent majority, I would say they're moderates, either conservative or liberals or centrists. So with that in mind, I think that the silent majority, they feel stuck. They have the screaming, they have the chaos in the media, the social media, and in chaos in politics. So it's frustrating, and we feel voiceless. We may be even angry about it. What are we supposed to do? Well, when I think of this, I think of the words of Dr. Wangari Maathai. Dr. Maathai, born and raised in Kenya, won the Nobel Peace Prize in 2004, an amazing woman. She completed her PhD at the University of Pittsburgh. She did a lot of work in Kenya to preserve the natural resources and beauty of Kenya. She did a lot of amazing work. Dr. Wangari Maathai said, and I'm going to share this quote a couple of times because it's important. In the course of history, there comes a time when humanity is called to shift to a new level of consciousness, to reach a higher moral ground, a time when we have to shed our fear and give hope to each other. That time is now. And I know there's a lot in there, so I'm going to repeat it. In the course of history, there comes the time when humanity is called to shift to a new level of consciousness, to reach a higher moral ground, a time when we have to shed our fear and give hope to each other. That time is now. When we consider what Dr. Maathai said, there are three things I'd like to emphasize. Dr. Maathai said, humanity is called. Dr. Maathai did not say, there comes a time when members of a certain race, a certain religion, a certain ethnicity, or a certain community are called. She said, humanity is called. And that's all of us. That's me, that's you, that's us. Humanity is called. Also, she emphasized that the time is now. It's not tomorrow. It's not getting on Twitter and tweeting something else, a joke or a video. It's not after watching your favorite reality TV show. It's not after texting your best friend or your parents or some relative. The time is now. Also, she mentions to reach a new level of consciousness. And we may not understand what that means because we don't have a definition of what that means. But I would propose a new way of thinking at society, at our local communities. Based on what's going on in social media and politics, many of our communities and also nationally, it's us versus them or them versus us, whatever that means. But us versus them or them versus us is destroying communities and also our nation. So I proposed a new level of consciousness as being a new level of thinking. And let's look at the United States as us, we, and ours. And I think that's how the silent majority feels. The United States is about us, we, and ours, not about us versus them or them versus us. So let's think of a new level of thinking and us, we, and ours as a nation. And I'm going to share an experience. A few years ago, I had the opportunity to attend a conference in Southern California. It was with a nonprofit civil rights organization. And during this specific conference, we had workshops. And one of the workshops included the topics of what are the challenges to the community in that specific city. And sooner or later, the topic was kind of avoided, and it became a dialogue of us versus them based on race. Well, this race does this, that race does this, and it's us versus them. I raised my hand and I stood up and I said, why can't we look at these questions or challenges in our community from a human perspective? Again, I just simply posed a question. Why can't we look at these challenges from a human perspective? They looked at me as if I was under the influence of something really good or something really strong. And it made them think. Rather than looking at the challenges in society or in that community from a one race versus another race or a political perspective, let's just look at it from a human perspective. For example, if we walk down the street and we see a couple and the woman may be black and the man may be white, do we think, oh, there's a black woman with a white man, or a white man with a black woman? Or do we look at them and saying, you know what, there's a couple, a man and a woman, and they love each other? That's a different perspective. That's a new way of looking at the world. Simply looking at people as humans. And I know that sounds really silly. And again, I've said this before. This is not about a utopia, but simply looking at things from a different perspective. And I want to go back to Dr. Mathai's quote. Think about it. Humanity is called. That is all of us, no matter our race, our heritage, or religion, or political affiliation. So let's emphasize a different level of thinking. And don't be afraid of speaking up. The time is now. And promote this new level of thinking of us, we, and ours as a nation. Thank you for taking the time to watch. I hope you enjoy it. Have a great day, and always stay positive and always share the hope. Talk to you later.